I'm the man of the ages. Straight out the pages. Hang on, I'm contagious, outrageous, spontaneous. You can't contain this. I am Kazaam.
What's up, everyone? This is Disney Plus Deets, where we break down everything you need to know about your favorite Disney Plus movies and series. I'm Kenneth.
And I'm Marcellus. And not to toot our own horns, but we're pretty much the biggest Disney Plus fans out there.
No, let's do it. Toot toot, beep beep. That's right.
Let's get into it.
I am so excited because today's movie is a wish come true straight from the 90s.
Kazaam!
Genie extraordinaire, sir. He is here granting wishes.
That's right, the one and only Shaq. In between seasons with the Orlando Magic, the basketball superstar flew to Hollywood and made the world believe in a different kind of magic, playing a wish-granting genie. Oh, this was everything because I was like, look at Shaq on screen playing a genie, and Shaq is huge. Like, he is so tall. He is 7'1", Ken. Do you understand this?
Of course.
You cannot miss him.
If I had a genie, I wish to play Shaq one-on-one. I think I could beat him.
Ken, who is 5'2", I can't with you. Let's stick to the facts, please.
In 1995, Shaquille O'Neal was a 23-year-old NBA phenom. His managers were looking for a project during Shaq's summer hiatus, and they approached producer and director Paul Michael Glazer, who jokingly suggested that he should play a genie with attitude.
And boom, Kazaam was born. Writers Christian Ford and Roger Salfer fleshed out the screenplay, and just 10 and a half weeks later, the movie got the green light to start production.
Amazing. Let's talk about Shaq for a minute. On the court, he was one of the most aggressive, powerful centers to ever play the game. But now we kind of see him in a whole nother light.
A whole nother light.
He has this incredible sense of childlike wonder about everything.
Shaq is one of the most recognizable people on earth. He's super tall. You can tell exactly who he is. A 300-pound frame.
Everyone knew Shaq except for his co-star, 12-year-old Francis Capra. Capra wasn't a big sports fan and had no idea who the superstar was prior to filming Kazaam.
That is unbelievable.
I'm not a big sports person. Are you a big sports person?
I'm not, but I knew who Shaq was.
That's right. But you know what? At the same time, what an amazing dynamic that they had in the movie.
Yes.
Being able to kind of just have this great bond and this great connection. So
Yes.
I think it worked out really, really cool.
The filmmakers needed a unique child actor to play the role of Max. Someone with street smarts and great comedic timing who could act in front of a blue screen and who could hold his own next to Shaq. Capra fit the bill perfectly.
He and Shaq bonded both on screen and off, playing games, pranking the crew, and being, in Shaq's words, just two big kids.
Ken, I love this part when his bike started transforming. It was just so cool to see it. When I was a kid and I was watching it, I was like, wow! Did you know Max didn't even really know how to ride a bike? You never know it watching him on screen because the production brought in a bike tutor just for him.
I wish I could get a singing tutor.
I believe they call those vocal coaches, and just stick to your day job.
Oh, okay.
I don't think people realize how much new ground this movie broke. There were special effects created for this film which had never been attempted before.
Look at the special effects.
Oh.
The shower water is going down to the bottom, but it's not going to the floor.
It's not.
That's amazing. It's staying
so-
right there. I remember being a kid and thinking that is
And
dope.
I just love that Shaq is bald, but he had a shower cap on. My favorite thing.
Most of the movie was shot in a real warehouse in downtown Los Angeles, which was split into 6 interior sets. 2 giant blue screens were set up for all those special effects. Plus, the massive building gave the production enough room to shoot club scenes with up to 500 dancing extras and a platform stage.
If you had a genie, what would your first wish be?
I wish for all my work to magically get done so I can spend more time watching Disney Plus.
But watching Disney Plus is our work.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Speaking of cool jobs, costume designer Hope Hannafin had her work cut out for her dressing Shaq. From his size 17 ring to his size 22 genie shoes, everything he wore had to be custom made.
Let's talk about this fashion for a minute.
Oh.
Shaq was really dope. I don't know about you, but that earring was amazing.
Oh, I loved it.
Hannafin wanted Kazaam's wardrobe to teach the young viewers some real-world history. His jewelry was modeled after the Tuareg, a nomadic North African tribe that once controlled numerous trading routes in the Sahara Desert.
Kazaam's first costume was also Tuareg influenced, but as Kazaam gains fame and power, his attire starts to evolve.
Absolutely.
Isn't that super cool?
Absolutely. He's really looking like the superstar that he is.
Music supervisor Bonnie Greenberg wanted Kazaam's musical style to evolve with the character. So in his early performances, we hear beats with Jamaican, Arabic, African, and Asian influences. But as Kazaam gets more comfortable in the modern world, he starts rapping over R&B and hip-hop beats. Oh, the Brat.
Hey, the Brat.
Oh, she did so good. She's so great.
The Brat is an amazing rapper who shows up. This is her first big screen debut. Are we looking right now at Spinderella?
Yes, we are. Salt and Pepper Spinderella recall being impressed by Shaq's love for hip hop, saying he plays basketball, but his heart is in rap.
And I think this is when our character Kazaam is realizing, like, I think I want a career in the music industry.
Yeah, you could really see how Shaq got into this groove and into this feeling. You could tell he really enjoyed the music.
Shaq loved the music written for him and Kazaam so much, he hired all 4 of the film's music producers to work on his 3rd album. He was ready to go and switch into a whole music career, and I'm excited for him about it. Absolutely excited for him about it.
Working on this movie came with a unique perk. Pick up basketball games with Shaq. In between shooting, he played ball with whoever he could round up on set, from painters to cameramen.
It may not surprise you to know, Team Shaq went undefeated during filming. I still think I can take them.
Maybe if you had a genie, but you might need to use all your wishes on that one. Ken, this movie has so much heart.
I love how this movie makes me feel all nostalgic.
Yeah, and this movie reminds me to keep those friends around you that encourage you. And you know, Shaq felt like we all have genies in our lives. Someone who believes in you even when you don't always believe in yourself.
Oh, I guess that makes you my genie, Marcellus. Now, let's talk wishes.
Yeah, we better wrap this up. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out Kazaam, now streaming on Disney+. Take care of yourselves and the planet, and we'll see you next time. Marcellus and Ken signing off.
Okay, for my first wish,
No.
I was gonna wish for something for you.
Yeah, sure, Ken.